E aí, galera, tô chegando aí de novo, né, pra iniciar a nossa gameplay aí de Bound by Flame e vamos estar continuando daqui onde é que a gente parou no episódio anterior. Eu vou lá naquele 2, né, pra resolver o que tem pra resolver e aí a gente parte pra missão principal. Eu vou fazer tudo que der pra fazer aí. Sai, vamos lá. Ué, é aqui dentro? Pode ser que é aqui dentro. Ah, é verdade, eu já peguei aqueles bichos vermelhos, né? Aquelas coisa estranha. Agora tem que ali entregar. Vamos ver aí o que vai acontecer.
I am busy, mercenary. Go do what you're getting paid for.
Cadê os caras agora? Cadê a missão? O Val correndo ali. Cadê essa missão?
Greetings, mercenary. What can I do for you?
Avance com remédio para despertar o príncipe.
So are you getting on with the cure to wake up the prince?
Unfortunately, no. Without the poison I told you about, I can't make it.
I brought you some.
Excellent. Just give me some time to prepare the cure and administer it to him.
It doesn't seem to be working. I was wondering too, a cure made from poison? If it kills him, you know you'll get it too, right, Doc?
A lot you know. Lots of cures are made from poisons. But I have to admit that for the moment, he's not responding to the treatment.
Shit. All that for nothing. Well, we tried. Can I have a look at your stock?
Poção de saúde, não tem nada aí pra mim. E tu?
Relmar, you got a minute?
Yes?
I have a few questions I need to ask you. Elves are pretty rare. I haven't had the chance to talk to many. Can you tell me more about your people?
We are born in the trees, eat only seeds, and we spend all the livelong day singing.
I get the feeling you're fucking with me.
Perish the thought. Well, it's just that we aren't that different from you humans, despite what one hears. Our civilization is obviously a bit older, so we have had the time to learn from our mistakes. We don't really live in the same rhythm as you do. We move a little slower, and most of us are prone to having at least some respect for the past. This is the reason why we never destroy anything, that we prefer to build on top of things.
Vamos ver a outra pergunta aqui que a gente tem pra ele, né? Então, dizem que são imortais.
I've heard that you are immortal.
That joke has lived for 15 generations. I will never get tired of it. No, we're not immortal. We live long lives, though, much longer than you. We are resistant to poisons, rotten food, and toxic body odor, apparently. Unfortunately, these things do not make us immortal.
Don't elves ever make war?
That's an impression we like to give other people. The fact is, we do go to war, just never against each other. You must understand that, given our long lifetimes, battles are fairly futile. This may well be what has motivated the choices of our king concerning the Ice Lords. But we certainly know how to fight, and you'll see proof of that soon enough.
Foi mal aí, galera. Eu acabei espirrando aí, né? Mas...
So it's the prince who gives the orders.
The word orders may not be the best one. We do not submit nor obey easily. Our kings are a reference, wise men who can point out the way. They tend to guide us rather than give us orders. But to answer your question, it is his father, the king, who is the leader of our people.
Who is the elf in the healing house? Is he really your prince?
He is Prince Arundel, the son of our king and heir to the elven crown. Therefore, yes, he is our king.
How the hell did he end up here?
Prince Arundel led a detachment of the elven army sent to harass the Deadwalkers. And when he reached Bastion, he fell into an ambush. I got wind of this trap, but by the time I arrived, it was too late. When I caught up to the prince, he was already wounded, and most of his soldiers were dead. Those who survived covered our retreat.
To here?
Yes. The route to Carolthas was too dangerous. I knew about this village and felt that it would be secure for at least a little while. As soon as he gets better, we shall leave for Carolthas. The remainder of the human and elven armies are gathering there. That is where the final stage of the war will be played out.
Vou colocar as outras também, galera, para encerrar aí esse diálogo.
You seem different from the other elves I've met. Where are you from?
Really? I seem different. And yet I have such pointy ears. And if you really want to know, I actually come from one of the most ancient and noble houses that exists. I'm even linked to the royal family. But I can assure you that I am sufficiently far down the line of succession to be in no danger of being crowned. And my reputation is no help either.
As far as bad reputations go, every mercenary has got one, so we're used to it.
Let's just say that I got into enough trouble to eventually be considered a traitor to my people. When I got involved in the war, I disagreed with decisions made by the king. He thought that this war, like so many others, would not last. That the conquests won by the Ice Lords would melt away like all the human victories before them had. But I thought differently. Right from the start of hostilities, I began to requisition certain resources I felt necessary for those doing the fighting. More food, more weapons, better armor. When my people discovered what I'd done, I was declared an outlaw, and many saw me as a thief, which, in a manner of speaking, I guess I was.
You refused to obey the orders of your king, and you stole resources. No wonder they outlawed your ass.
Nonetheless, I was right. The Deadwalker army is a threat to us all, and not only the humans. If we had entered the war at the start, joining with the humans, we would have had a chance of defeating them. Today we might already be too late. The human armies were decimated and Virtual is in ruins. So perhaps they consider me a traitor, but my conscience is clear. It is my people who should be ashamed.
Conhece bem o pântano.
Do you know these swamps?
I've been in this area long enough to have explored a fair amount of it, actually. The region is rather inhospitable, which I suppose is a good thing under the present circumstances.
A good thing? You're out of your mind.
These swamps are a labyrinth. The Deadwalker scouts will never be autonomous enough to find their way to the village by themselves.
That means we should be fairly safe for the moment. At least until a general or an Ice Lord comes to town.
Except that recently, there has been a change in these swamplands. And I must admit that I no longer feel safe at all.
What do you mean?
Something is affecting the swamplands, corrupting the vegetation and the animals. And I have no idea what it is. But anything that grows or lives here could become a threat. So I strongly recommend that you watch where you put your feet.
Let's change the subject. I'll leave you here.
Vamos ver se não tem uma solução aqui.
Sybil, can I talk to you?
Yes?
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
What do you want to know?
So then, any result from the study of all these creatures of the swamps?
The sickles have a power that depends on their growth. The biggest ones are the most dangerous. Up close, their attacks can be frenetic and extremely dangerous. They can also leap onto their prey.
Levar ela junto agora.
I need your help. Come with me.
If you want.
Agora ficou a missão principal. Ou será que a gente leva o Handval lá pra lá? A última vez que eu joguei eu levei o... a Symbol.
Mr. Vulcan, what brings you here?
Let's talk about work. We'll talk again later.
Eu vou levar o Handval pra ver se muda alguma coisa.
The mercenary salutes you, Knight. Ranville.
The knight?
Vamos lá. Vai ser diferente daí pra mim, né? Eu acho. Vamos ver. Eles estão falando em besta.
My respects, General, sir.
I am not a... Greetings, soldier. I would like you to give me some information about the village. What do you think of the boss guard?
General, sir, Boss Guard Mason, he is a good boss. He is, competent and,
Be honest, soldier. The one thing I hate is a liar.
Why, it's just I don't want any trouble, General, sir.
You won't get any. I'm asking you this because I trust you, and nobody else will ever know.
Okay, General, sir. Because the thing is, well, Boss Guard Mason, I guess I don't think he is a very good boss, General, sir. He insults us all the time and never shows us how to do nothing. He spends all his time drinking like a chamber pot instead of doing his patrols.
Thanks for the information. It'll stay just between us.
Que chefe tu tem, hein, cara? Ela só bebe?
What do you think about the steward?
The steward? Well, I don't know much about him, General, sir. But before the war, when he took care of the hunting lodge, he used to come and buy vegetables from my grandparents. But they didn't like him much. He always spoke to them like he thought they was scum.
All these refugees, are they causing any trouble?
Well, it's true there is a lot of them, so that means a lot more work for us. Sometimes one of them will try to sneak in and steal some food, but we don't never let them do that. Then again, we can't get too mad at them either. It's all because of the war. Those people are just like us, more or less, except that they've lost everything. And sometimes they help us too. A couple have even joined the guard when the boss thought they was good enough. Plus there's Renko. Well, he fixed up my granddad's spade. He's a real nice guy, that one.
I see. You stand in front of the swamps every day. You must know a lot about them, right?
Oh, not that much, General, sir. I never set foot out there. It's way too dangerous. Boss Mason posted me at this here gate, and that is just fine with me. There's lots of monsters out there. I can hear them. and that's enough for me. And even when there's no noise, we hear the whispering and, well, that's even worse.
The whispering?
Yes, General Sir. Sounds like my own mama's voice sometimes. Except that she's been dead these past 5 years. Plus, I can't make out one word she's saying. And that don't make no sense. Mama and me always understood each other.
I see. Let's change the subject. See you later, soldier.
Vamos lá. Encerrou o discurso ali do soldado ali. Queria ver se ele ia dar alguma informação, mas não conseguimos nada. Vamos de novo aí pra selva, hein? Ver o que vai acontecer agora. Vamos direto lá pra missão principal agora. Ué, não vai dar por aqui, não? Calma aí. Aqui eu volto. Acho que eu vou ter que me enfiar aqui, ó. Cadê a entrada? Peguei uma espada aí. Vamos ver como é que ela é. É ruim. Não superou as que a gente tem, né? Machado ele puxou já. Vamos que vamos. Olha só. Tem uma missão secundária aí. Quase que eu não vejo ali. Estão bem fisicamente, hein? Esse toco de novo? Eita, eita. Morreu. E morreu. Não pode ser. E agora? Tá, aqui tem mais uns trecos. Vamos lá, Hannibal, vamos lá. Boa, boa. Isso aí. Olha onde é que eu vim. Já me viram. Vira. Ela virou ali para as outras me pegar nas costas. Não vai dar certo. Olha só a estratégia delas. Não vai rolar não. Ei, vacilei. Foi essa? Pegar os recursos aqui. Olha lá, tem mais. E agora nós vamos aumentar esse level, hein? O que é isso aqui? Melhorou. Tem 2. Isso aqui que eu vou ter que pôr. Aqui tem 1 ponto. O que eu posso fazer com isso? Fabricar 10 componentes. Tá apanhando aí, Ranval? Tá apanhando? A resistência dele é melhor que a minha, pelo jeito. No jogo, né? E agora? Onde eu tô? Tem que cuidar, senão se perde. Pegar essa que aumenta mais rápido a vida. Sem nada aumenta mais.
These poor guys are dog meat, but their equipment still seems to be in good shape.
Tá aqui a patrulha, ó.
Mason will be relieved that his men didn't make too much of a mess of their weapons and equipment.
Tem que estar esperto, deve ter alguma coisa aí. Ali, ó. Não pode ser, eles estão me vendo? Então foi isso aí que matou eles. Matou os guardas. Tem mais negócio. Tem que subir agora.
Oh, shit. You don't look much like a good luck charm, you ugly fuck.
Vira, vira.
Please! Get me out of here!
I kinda have my hands full right now. Just let me deal with this creature, and I'll be right with you.
That's what they always say. And they always end up with their flesh torn to pieces.
Which is a real good reason to stop distracting me.
Tem que ser com essa. Olha só, aqui tem um boss, hein? Se defende, cara, se defende. Eita! Eita! Agora sim, hein? Vamos lá. Acho que esse aqui que é a besta, né, da floresta. Não dá pra cortar. Ah, não dá. Ele não defende, não adianta. pegar ele na vanguarda. Eles...
Please, get me out of here.
Fica quieta aí,
I kinda
mulher.
have my hands full right now. Just let me deal with this creature, and I'll be right with you.
That's what they always say, and they always end up with their flesh torn to pieces.
Which is a real good reason to stop distracting me.
Cadê minhas vidas? Esse ali já vai cair. Não, 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 não. Vamos lá, vamos lá. Sai daí. Olha só esse miserável. Vamos, vamos, vamos. Vamos, vamos, vamos. Não posso ratear, por isso que eu tô concentrado aí. Olha só. Levanta! Ah! Não! Não dá pra vacilar. Vamos de novo. Até secar minhas mãos. Fazer uma coisa aqui. Cadê as flechas? Balestra. Dá pra fazer 11. Vamos lá.
Please! Get me out of here!
I kinda have my hands full right now. Just let me deal with this creature, and I'll be right with you.
That's what they always say. And they always end up with their flesh torn to pieces.
Which is a real good reason to stop distracting me.
Essa aqui ele defende. Eita, essa aí não. Ah, não, 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 não. Não vai dar com a espada. Vamos outra, né? Vamos fazer com a espada até quando tiver com a vida cheia. E quando não tiver... Olha só.
Please! Get me out of here!
I kinda have my hands full right now. Just let me deal with this creature, and I'll be right with you.
That's what they always say. And they always end up with their flesh torn to pieces.
Which is a real good reason to stop distracting me.
Morri. Mas tá atirando. Foi pro saco, Anval. Foi pro saco.
Please! Get me out of here!
I kinda have my hands full right now. Just let me deal with this creature, and I'll be right with you.
That's what they always say. And they always end up with their flesh torn to pieces.
Which is a real good reason to stop distracting me.
Vamos lá. Vamos continuar aí, né? Tá me tirando? Não, 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 não. Ah! Tá. Eu peguei uma manha aqui agora. Agora eu peguei uma manha. Eu esqueci de fazer os negócios. Vamos lá, vamos subir. Vamos de novo.
Please! Get me out of here!
I kinda have my hands full right now. Just let me deal with this creature, and I'll be right with you.
That's what they always say. And they always end up with their flesh torn to pieces.
Which is a real good reason to stop distracting me.
Olha só. O que essa mulher tá falando? É uma baita de uma traiçoeira. Aguenta aí, Hannibal. Não é pra fazer isso. Não! O controle não detectou meu movimento. Tá, beleza, então. O controle não detectou. Eu apertei pra esquivar, não deu?
Please! Get me out of here!
I kinda have my hands full right now. Just let me deal with this creature, and I'll be right with you.
That's what they always say. And they always end up with their flesh torn to pieces.
Which is a real good reason to stop distracting me.
Vamos lá. O Anval foi já. Agora é só nós. Ele tá ficando brabo. Não vou cair nessa aí mais. Vai, atira agora. Miserável. Sai fora. O negócio não explode. Faz o negócio de novo. Faz ali.
My hero! You did it! You're so big and strong. Now would you kindly get me out of this stinking cage?
Do not do it! I know this woman. She is not here by accident. She is a witch. If you free her, we all run the risk of falling under the power of her magic.
But Father, we can't just let this poor person die here. It would be inhuman.
Inhuman? That is exactly what she is, my child.
He's the wicked one. Aeolus, is it not? He's the one who imprisoned me, with no food or water, and barely clothed.
I what? You lying bitch! Don't listen to her.
Father?
She is trying to manipulate you. Use your brain, child.
I'm begging you, get me out of here. I can't hold on much longer.
Não vou liberar. Vamos ver uma coisa aqui.
Who are you?
My name is Edwin. The ignorant will tell you that I'm a witch, a sorceress, or even a necromancer. The truth is much simpler and more socially acceptable. I am, in fact, a magician. But neither as powerful nor as evil-minded as they think me.
She lies to thee. She is hiding something, and it is not her body.
You would say that.
I beg your pardon?
No, nothing.
Believe me, she is powerful. She is evil, and she is a danger to us all.
You seem to know a lot about her. What the hell are you doing here anyway?
The steward asked me to look into a dark power that has been affecting some of the villagers. Something evil. And my search has led me here. It is no coincidence. That cursed woman is the cause.
I wouldn't expect him to admit to keeping a woman captive in the swamps for his own evil purposes.
Nonsense.
And so you just trotted out here with no escort? What, were you afraid we'd charge you extra?
I came here as quickly as possible, yes, to stop you committing a grievous error. I was hoping that you would escort us back to the village afterwards. Without a supplement, yes. Seems to me that you are quite well paid.
Eu não vou liberar. Essa mulher aqui é uma baita de uma desgraçada. Baita de uma traiçoeira. Fica presa.
So be it. I get paid for protecting you, not arguing with you. But you'll be explaining yourself to the captain.
Have you lost your mind? There is no question of leaving this poor woman to die here. This war cannot be won at the price of our humanity.
Stay away, you stupid girl. No! Fools! Leave her in that cage!
Now meet your eternity.
What are you doing to him? Let him go!
Very well. You may have him. I am finished.
Father? Father! Oh no, no! This can't be happening!
You're gonna wish you had died back there in that cell, you sick bitch!
Wait, wait! If I am to die, I wish to know who stands before me.
Não te devo nada. Sou eu que faço as perguntas.
I don't need to answer you. You're the one who better talk, or your last meal will be your own tongue.
Character. That's a change. Too bad it doesn't seem to be accompanied by a minimum of clear thinking. From what I can see, you're an imbecile, incapable of piercing the face that hides the true nature of the Red Scribes.
Well, I can pierce your face, if that's all you want. In several places.
Mock, if you like. Lamb that you are. You insist on believing that your employers are only scholars, curious and inoffensive. Can you not see more? Red Scribes, Ice Lords, they come from the same mold, and they want the same thing. Some are simply more successful in their efforts. Aeolus thought I possessed knowledge which he could use to become the equal of the Ice Lords. That's why he questioned me.
Essa daqui é difícil, hein? Estamos em guerra, não podemos culpá-lo. Me resulta difícil acreditar. E agora? Colocar essa, né?
So what? We're at war, and getting our asses kicked. We can't really blame him for trying to find a way to stop the Deadwalkers.
Of course. It was for the good of all that I was captured and sequestered here in secret. It was to protect freedom that I was starved, tortured, and humiliated for weeks on end. It was goodwill and kindness that made him enslave a monster to guard my prison. Oh yes, I heard them, all of the screams. That beast did not lack for meat. No, indeed. Yes, in truth, the scribe was such a brave man that it was only for the happiness of his darling daughter that he tried to stab her.
That's ridiculous! You are the monster! You're a liar! My father wasn't like that! A liar! You murderer! You'll pay for what you did!
Sybil, wait! Shit. Ranval, You think you could find the girl and get her back to the village safe and sound?
Yes. The knight will leave now to search for her.
Thanks. Witch, I suggest you behave yourself if you don't want to find yourself back rotting in that cell of yours. I'm far from finished with you. I have questions. Lots of questions. And you had better make damn sure I like the answers.
So be it. Then I will tell you exactly what you want to hear, mercenary.
Essa aqui.
Let's finish this discussion in Valvanor. We better get back before they send a battalion out to look for us.
Desgraçada. Tinha que dar pra dar uma pisa nela. Arrebentar. Vamos se mandar pra lá. Tem nada aqui. É ridículo isso, galera. A Simba acreditou nela, ao invés de acreditar no pai. Ainda mais, né, com todo o conhecimento desses escribas ali. Não foi bem ensinado. Como é que eu volto pra lá agora? Por aqui não. Vamos que eu tô com pressa.
He'll be pissed. But I gotta go face him.
Well, first go see your steward before the villagers decide to burn me at the stake. I mean, if you want to, Vulcan.
It'll probably turn into an interrogation pretty quickly. Try not to make it worse for yourself. And don't kill anyone, for starters. Especially if he's wearing red.
That seems reasonable to me, for the moment.
Eu vou lá no capitão primeiro. Vai ver o teu... Não sei se dá pra fazer isso. Não dá. Mas vamos lá de qualquer jeito. Pra ver, né, o que acontece. Cadê o caminho? Sempre erro o caminho aqui. Sai da frente. Não gostei disso. Nem um pouco.
Vulcan! For fuck's sake! What did you do to Aeolas?
I never laid a finger on him, Captain. But if you want my opinion, I think he screwed us over.
So you had to kill him? That was our fucking employer! Could you not take 2 goddamn seconds to think about that?
I didn't kill him. It was this woman, Edwin. She killed him.
That's what they told me. That doesn't change the fact that that dish rag of a scribe was our client. And your job was to protect him. If he was trying to fuck us over, it's up to me to deal with that. And for a starter, where did this wee tart that's spilling out of her dress come from?
She was his prisoner in the swamp. Looks like he was trying to get information out of her, which she obviously didn't give him, considering she's still alive.
All right, then. Maybe she can be of use to us. I already spoke with Aeolas's assistant. Seems he pulled the wool over their eyes as much as he did ours. They're petrified. So they've agreed to honor their contract with us. I need you to get this Edwin woman to talk. I want to know where she's from, who she is, who she works for. All of it. And watch out for the Red Scribes. We don't want to get fooled twice.
Understood, Captain. I'll check it out.
If you can find Hawk, tell him to get his arse back here. I sent him out on a recon mission and he still hasn't come back.
Do you think something happened to him?
Well, there aren't any decent whorehouses around here, so yes, something may well have happened to him.
I'll find him, sir. I'm leaving.
Queimaça maldita.
Have you decided what you're going to do with me?
I'm working on it.
Meanwhile, I remain a prisoner.
You are free to do what you want as long as you stay in the village or with me. But if you cross the line, I'm the one who will straighten you out. So one false move and I blow you up. It's painful. Are we clear?
Yes, very clear. And perfect timing as well. It just so happens that I have absolutely no intention of disturbing this delicious village in any way. A place whose tragic end now seems ordained, and over whose corpse the Red Scribes and freeborn blades will scrabble in the bleeding mud. A spectacle which promises to be unique, and one I wouldn't dream of missing for the world.
Well, enjoy the show. But if I ever need your help, I want to be able to count on it.
Very well. You may consider that we have an arrangement.
Vai chegar a tua hora aí.
I would like to ask you a few questions.
Olha as perguntas que tem aqui. Só lixo.
Aeolas called you a sorceress. Well, are you one?
A sorceress? Only a rube or an imbecile would call someone a sorceress. If Aeolas had even a minimum of intelligence and discernment, he would have chosen another term. I do a bit of magic, it's true, but that makes me a magician. Nonetheless, my abilities could never rival those of a Lord of the Frozen Shadows, even if I am far more powerful than any Red Scribe will ever be.
So this demon inside me, what is it?
I can't say for sure. I've only rarely ever seen something so interesting, but all the same, I'm certain of one thing. Your host is directly linked to the World Heart.
To the World Heart?
It's a simple question of logic. The ritual performed by the scribes had to make contact with the World Heart somehow. Your affinity for flames is a crucial clue.
Okay, but what's my role in all this?
For now, you are the vehicle. You'll have to decide if you're going to use its power or just be a simple vessel.
Can we win this war?
You already know the answer. What was the last battle the Dead Walker army lost?
I never heard of them losing a battle.
In fact, the last time was 12 years ago. In those days, Vertiol didn't even know the Lords of the Frozen Shadows existed, or that they were at war. This all took place in a kingdom in the northeast. I don't recall the name, but their victory was destined to be short-lived. A few days after having stopped the Dead Walker army, the kingdom was razed to the ground by an even greater offensive.
But then it is possible to win a battle.
You haven't understood. Whatever the result of a battle, the Dead Walker army feeds. Whether they win or lose, they always prevail. All the bodies that fall are eventually integrated into their ranks.
It's a war of attrition.
If it were only military victory they sought, yes. But don't forget, they are crafty and intelligent. They can defeat you long before you are overwhelmed by a ruse or by magic.
Sounds promising. Thanks.
Vulcan, I do love our little chats, but shouldn't you be doing something?
You wanted the Freeborn Blades to help the villagers. Is that still happening?
As long as we have to stay here, yes. Why?
I'm leaving.
E agora? Ali tem uma missão. Devia ter soltado essa maldita. Tá enchendo o saco agora. Vamos lá. Ah, eu já consegui aquela missão, então.
Is it true you killed the beast?
Is it true you quit the booze?
What? Ah, that's a load of bollocks.
I thought so, but I did kill the beast.
Right. Okay, then. You and me, we got off on the wrong foot. We owe you one. That's a man's job you done.
I found your soldiers' bodies.
They were my best. I mean, it's sad. So, did you bring back their weapons? I know it's not pretty, but we need them bad.
Yeah, I brought you back their stuff. I just hope it helps the survivors.
Oh, I suppose it's better than nothing. I know I said I wasn't gonna pay you, but those lads won't be collecting their pay, so here, you have it.
About those cent... A barf...
Flatter.
I'm going.
Beleza, aqui foi então. Vamos. Vamos entrar aí.
I'd rather stay here if you don't mind.
Why? You're not planning to give me the slip by any chance, are you?
I don't like the idea of getting locked up by the Red Scribes again. It might provoke me into a loss of my legendary restraint. And I'm sure that you don't want to have to scrape another one of your employers up off the ground.
Well, it's true that I prefer they remain in one piece. All right, fine, you can stay here. But if you do get it in your head to run away, I will find you, and you won't like it when I do.
I'm trembling, but yes, I'll wait here.
Vamos entrar aí. E daqui a gente continua no próximo episódio. Vou encerrar por aí agora. Já tá bem longo, já tem 1h e pouco. 1h20 por aí.
So, did you find this famous beast?
Found it and killed it. But don't hold your breath waiting for its fur for next winter, because I didn't bring it back for you.
Excellent news. I knew the village could count on you.
Actually, not so excellent. Alis is dead.
Dead? But no, that's not possible. Are you sure?
When it doesn't move and it doesn't breathe and it looks at you with an even stupider gaze than one of your guards, that generally means it's dead, yeah.
I demand that you show some respect. The Red Scribes are a precious help to us here. Aeolus was a useful man, a good man, and he was under your care.
Vou colocar essa aqui, ó.
Oh, please. Your good man had a few skeletons in his closet. He was controlling the swamp beast to keep people away. He had you all fooled. Aeolus was even ready to kill his own daughter to cover up his secrets.
What nonsense is this? How can you make such ridiculous accusations? Am I to understand he died at your hands?
He turned up all alone at the place where I fought the beast. No guide, no escort. He knew the way. And after coming after Sybil, he tried to kill his captive to shut her up. There was a fight, and he didn't survive.
What madness. What do you know of this prisoner? If Aeolus held her captive, she must have been dangerous.
She doesn't talk much, but something tells me she knows more than she's letting on about the Ice Lords.
I don't like this. You realize you may have set a wolf among the sheep.
Or maybe someone who could be useful in our fight with the Deadwalkers.
Well then, you must find out immediately. As of now, she is your responsibility. I should deliver her to the Red Scribes without any further ado, yet, after what you have told me, I no longer know what to think. She will be given a fair hearing. Until that time, she never leaves your presence. If there is the least incident, I promise you, you shall answer for it. And there is no prison here, in case you had not noticed.
Okay. Sounds fair to me.
However low your opinion was of Aeolus, his death is a great loss for Valvanor. He was meant to be looking into a most disturbing matter.
All right, I can see where this is headed. What do you want?
There is no guarantee that you have the necessary skills to handle this matter, Freeborn Blade. Even Mirana is flummoxed.
What is it? An epidemic?
That's exactly what I'd like to know. Several of the villagers have been behaving curiously of late. They have become distant, taciturn, and barely react to the world around them.
They're just hungover. You'd know if you got drunk more often, and you look like you need to.
I believe there are a few here who know the difference. It's something else. They seem very concentrated, as though they are observing us. I feared some kind of sickness and that it will spread throughout the village.
Got it. I'll slap them around a little. That should wake them up.
My goodness. That's not exactly what I had in mind, but I must confess the results interest me more than the methods.
Well, that's gonna be my method, so let's leave it at that if you don't mind. I'm not helping you because you made puppy eyes at the captain.
Beleza. Vamos ver o que o Ranval tem aqui ainda.
The mercenary salutes you, knight. So, how does it feel?
The knight is overjoyed to have new brothers in arms.
I'm going.
Beleza, então. Vou encerrar por aqui, galera. Vou entrar aqui numa porta, né? Só pra salvar. Beleza. Aqui a gente continua no próximo vídeo. É isso aí. Valeu e até a próxima. Um forte abraço.